Periscope, YouTube, Twitch. Hello everybody. It is 9:42 p.m. on the West Coast. 12:42 a.m. early Monday morning on the West Coast. I mean on the East Coast. I'm mixing myself up. I'm on East Coast time. Hey everybody. So this should not be long because I'm tired and I have to wake up early, very early. But put you on head. Hey Jack. Good to see you, Jack P. I just wanted to say hello to everybody from the West Coast, where I am not on vacation, but I have just come to be with my family, because it's times like this when you realize how precious every moment is. And normally I try to stay away from my family as much as possible, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed, it's too many people, too loud, like just so much going on all the time. And if you're not putting family members at risk, definitely I think it seems like a good time to spend time with family if you can. But anyway, yeah, it's good to see you, Jack, on here. So Max Friedman asks, what was a plane ride like? Do you have to quarantine? So the plane ride was very quiet. It was just a handful of people on the plane. Ronald Reagan Airport is already always not so crowded, but LAX was a ghost town. So it was weird to see LAX like that, so empty. It was very strange and kind of satisfying, because I don't like how crowded it gets in LA, and that's a big part of why I'm always trying to escape LA. But it was nice. I mean, like, it's very unfortunate, under very unfortunate circumstances, but it was cool to see it like so quiet. Do I have to self-quarantine? I will be self-quarantining just as a precaution. I really want to see my baby niece. It won't be so strict. Like, I'm gonna be in my room the whole time. I anyways have to work, and I'm in school also. Like, I'm basically doing everything from my laptop, so I need to be like in a private space anyway. So it just works out. And my sister doesn't want me to be she doesn't want me to hold my baby niece until I've waited, for at least over like a week and a half. So I'm doing it for my baby niece. Do I wear a mask? I'm not wearing a mask. Maybe I should. Okay, so tell me. Thank you, Jack. Jack says, glad you're taking this seriously. Yes. I mean, I wasn't sure if I should come to LA. I thought maybe I should stay in DC. The thing is about DC is that I go out like very frequently to go shopping, and I don't really, it's in LA, like my family's basically stocked up for the apocalypse. They've stocked up for months, and they will not be leaving the place for like a while, and they can do that here. So in DC, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would still be going out and shopping and doing this and doing that, because I don't have like a family system over there in DC. And it just made sense. I was gonna come here anyway for Passover to be with them, and it made sense to come early just before things get too crazy and the flights shut down completely, because already to me it looks like the flights could shut down. I mean, when I I booked my flight in less than 24 hours. Like, for that day. I booked my flight this morning, basically, for today. And the cheapest flights were going for $13 from Washington, from the DC metro area to LAX. $13. Crazy. I mean, to get a flight that day for that cheap, and then you go on the plane and there's only like a handful of people. I mean, obviously I didn't get the ticket because it was cheap. I didn't come to LA because it was cheap, but like seeing that made me just feel really bad for these airlines. They are losing so much money, and I could definitely see the flights being shut down eventually, like, or at least for like a short period of time. I don't think the airline industry is gonna like collapse because they're too valuable to collapse. They're gonna bump right back up, you know, as soon as this quarantine schedule, you know, like comes back. They're gonna bump right back up, and it's gonna be fine in the long run. Just right now you watch the numbers and you're just like like you can't take it. And so if someone's asking about water running, there's a lot of construction going on here, and one of my brothers is taking a shower in the next room, so the more you know. All right. So yeah, it's not raining in Los Angeles. I don't think it will be raining for a while. It's very sunny. Someone is saying, so we should all go to LA. No, that's not what I'm saying. Don't come to LA. Let's see. Someone is saying if I'm in a dorm. No, I'm in my brother's bunk bed. One of their... Okay. Someone is asking how much fish tank cleaner they should eat. Ha ha. President never told you to drink fish tank cleaner. I'll tell you that. Someone says, I'll give you free money. Give me free money and I would appreciate it very much. But don't get mad at me later, because anytime anyone says, you know, like, I don't do this, like, support me on my live streams, even though, like, I could, and a lot of people do, but I hate, like, afterwards people getting mad at you because, like, you made money on your live stream. Like, that stuff gets me so annoyed. Jack P says, talk about Joe Exotic. Joe Exotic, I don't know so much about him, and I actually am so, like, I'm very intrigued, and I still want to watch it. What's it called? Tiger King? Like, I still have to watch that. I still haven't watched it, but the more I read up on it, the more intrigued I get, and he just sounds like a baller. I want to learn more about that guy. Let's see. Someone says, how did you get into politics? Okay, so how I got into politics. There is a video on my YouTube channel. In my YouTube channel, there is an edited video that says ASMR in the Library of Congress, and it's me explaining how I got into politics while whispering at the library. So go over and check it out. It should be from like February, from like last month or the end of January. So go over to my YouTube channel. It's basically, I explain how I got into it. Kyle says, you're cute. Have you ever been molested? What did it feel like? Very funny. Thank you for the compliment. Also, I've been very fortunate to have not been molested. Definitely, I feel like I mean, I've definitely, as an adult, like so many cases of just harassment and abuse and just crazy shit as an adult. Very fortunately not as a child. As a child, up until, you know, I went to college, up until after high school I went and spent a year abroad in Jerusalem, but basically my whole Kyle no Kyle I'm don't, I'm not mad at the question. I thought it was funny. So as a child, I was very fortunate to have not had any of that sort of thing. Like, I grew up in a close community, very sheltered. Yeah. I know of other people that were, but not in our circles. We didn't have any of that kind of thing. I went to a seminary in Jerusalem. One time I was on the train and some guy, I won't even talk about it. It was just weird. What are my thoughts on the coronavirus? Am I for it or against it is a question. I'm for corona, not for the virus. That was a joke. Don't take that as a soundbite. I think that like it's very unfortunate from all aspects. I feel bad about the people who are getting sick. I also feel bad for the people losing everything, and I feel bad for everything. I don't know what to say. Like, I wish I could make it better. I definitely think that people should, I think it's a good time for self-reflection, like people getting to know themselves or their loved ones, their family members, getting to set their priorities, becoming more in tune with what they really care about, maybe unifying a little bit more, bickering less over like silly things like we used to. And I mean, some people are still fighting over silly things. Some people are still, you know, maybe they're even doing it more because they're frustrated because they're home all the time. But like, I think in general, this is bringing out the best in a lot of people, and that's a good thing. All right. All right, reading more questions. Have I ever visited the Lebanese-Israeli border? In fact, I think so. Yeah, I have. Yes, I have. Multiple times, actually. Am I more woke now? One second. Just a second. Okay. Corona Outbreak is a Twitter account on that's right now on Periscope. Corona Outbreak Twitter says, we added a new video of coronavirus dead bodies being put in refrigerator trucks in New York City. That's awful. So if anybody wants to see that lovely video, go over to Corona Outbreak on Twitter. That's very sad. The smile is in no way indicative of any sort of anything but remorse. Sorry, I'm also really tired. Nick Ludka says, coronavirus, China got coronavirus right off the bat. It's a funny joke. Okay. Okay. All right. Just had an audience, and it's really hard for me to focus when I have a live audience that is not expected. Okay. Free Country says, Pardes rocking any bangs lately? Would you do it again? Maybe. I mean, these are my bangs that grew out. As you can see, it's like pretty long. Maybe. I'm thinking of getting my sister to dye my hair purple because I didn't get a chance to do it with my roommate. Someone says, why do you have a bunk bed? This is my little brother's. Someone asked about TikTok. Is it dangerous at TikTok that the Chinese have control over TikTok and Americans use it? I don't know. I think that it contributes to like a larger problem, which is, you know, like it's fine if you're a Chinese citizen, you don't want to be like get in trouble with your government in China by you know, like criticizing them or anything, or saying anything that's like goes against their narrative, their like media agenda. But the problem with other countries like ours, for instance, being so controlled and like owned by so many big companies that are Chinese state owned, is that we start to follow by their rules too, and that's not cool. I don't think that's a good thing. Even though, and I'm saying this as someone who loves TikTok, and I make TikTok videos all the time, and I just made one yesterday. But Inexpensively says Chinaman is not the issue. Nope, definitely not blaming the Chinaman. In fact, the Chinaman is a victim of the system. King of Carrots says, can we keep the answers shorter? Okay. Pine Tree Dave says, do you think China is a threat to world peace? I don't know, actually. I think about it, but I don't know if... I don't feel like I don't know. Logo says, are you stuck in LA? I'm not stuck in LA yet. I hope I don't get stuck in LA. I don't want to get stuck in LA. Gosh. Although the sun isn't so bad. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Okay, see you guys later. Bye. Just wanted to check in. See you all later. Hit me up. You have any videos you want me to make? I probably won't do these every day or even every other day because there's so much going on. But hit me up if you think that there's something you think I should talk about sometime. And if you're not on YouTube, go over to YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and like the video over there. If you are on YouTube, you can go over to Twitter, check me out at Pardesella. See you all later. Take care.